Happy holidays, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 2020 RuneScope. And yes, if you didn't get the memo, if you didn't watch the intro in last month's RuneScope, this will be my last video. And I will no longer be conducting private Skype sessions after December 19th. That's gonna be the last day. I did open up a few more dates if you have never gotten a reading from me and always wanted to, or it's been a while since you've gotten one. You can drop me a line at my email address. It's below in the box below the video. If it's gone, if it's not there, that just means that all of those appointments have been booked. So yeah, it's just time for me to move on. I got to do what I'm always telling you guys to do and follow the path that Spirit is shoving me in, and actually has been for the last 2 years. So I'm actually really excited about the new chapter and to have a better work-life balance. That will be nice. So it's just time. But, so I do take my own advice, just to let you know. But it's been a great 7.5-year ride here on YouTube. If I ever do come back, I never say never, but I don't have any plans to. If I do, though, I will pop up on this channel, just say hi and see who's hanging out. So if you want to stay subscribed, feel free, or just search for RuneScopes every now and then to see if I'm back. I do love doing this. It's something I enjoy. So even if I'm not on here, trust me, I will be reading someone's runes or tarot out there in the world somewhere. But thank you so much for your support, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of my regulars. Thank you so much for supporting me over the years. I couldn't have done it without you. It was the whole point I was here. And even if these videos had only helped a few people, it would have been worth it. But from the heartfelt comments I've received, I can tell, and I'm so heartened and happy and actually humbled by your comments from last month. And I'm sure I'll get more this month. And I read every single one, so I am reading those as you comment. I do read those. So thank you so much, and I'm so happy and humbled to hear that the videos have helped so many people. And I'm so glad that I could do that. And so thanks for the support. But yeah, this is gonna be our last one. Also, the Vimeo channel will be going away. I think it's the end of January or February. I'm not really sure. Again, all of that content will be outdated. The last thing I posted was November spiritual guidance. So that'll be over anyway. However, this YouTube video will be here all year for 2020. Do check back in from time to time to see where you are with our runes. We're gonna be using the Medieval Scapini Tarot for our 2020 RuneScopes. And then also I'm going to pull a major arcana from the Oswald Worth tarot deck. I did get it to shuffle better. It was a lot easier with just the major arcana. But I want to pull like a yearly overview card for all of you and just kind of see what themes, or what at least some of the major themes are going to be that you're dealing with in 2020. So without further ado, have a lovely holiday season, and a happy new year too. And let's jump in and see how that new year is gonna go for y'all. Hey there, Pisces. Let's have a look at what 2020 holds for you. For Pisces, 2020. What's going on with Pisceans? For year 2020. Almost. So as always, keep in mind, we got a general reading here, Pisces. So not all of the messages may apply to you. Some are going to be for the other Pisceans that are watching. Check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and info. And if I mentioned that there are any sessions left in the intro, then you can email me to book a session, but I record that intro last. So that will have the most updated information about that. In general, however, for Pisces, what's the year looking like? We're going to start in the present, but the present for this reading, since we're covering the whole year, is going to start at the end of 2019 and into like the first 3 months of 2020. So like end of December through March. Yeah, we got the Nine of Wands in reverse. So here's what it looks like in the upright in our medieval Scapini deck. So there's something that's finally come through. There's something you're no longer waiting on. You're no longer feeling so battle weary or beaten down here. You're feeling like things are finally starting to, lighten up, brighten up. The days are a little bit easier here in 2020, Pisces, which is good to see. Because you haven't always had the easiest time of it. Got a lot of fire energy for 2020 though, so I do see you being busy, but I feel like you are staying on top of things. There's also this disengaging energy that you're no longer going to fight stupid fights. Okay, that literally just came like it. I'm no longer going to argue with, I'm no longer going to, engage in pointless. I feel like you're starting to be in 2020 very decisive about where you put your energy, and most Pisces are already that way, but maybe you feel like you were, wasting your energy in some pursuits or in dealing with some people, engaging with certain people, and it's no longer serving you to do that, so you're making some changes. This could be part of a New Year's resolution. Some of you could also be giving up some sort of physical activity, trading it off for another. Maybe you were like, yeah, I worked on that last year, but I want to try something new this year. Or I didn't get the results that I wanted with that, so I'm going to try something new. This could be very much kind of it could be also something that's physically easier for you. Maybe it's just, I just don't feel like I can do that. Or maybe, the doctor has said, this is damaging. If you were a runner, for example, I'm not saying all Pisces who are runners should stop running, but yeah, if your doctor has said, hey, this is really taking a toll on your knees or your ankles or feet, Pisces is associated with the feet. So, if you have been having problems with your feet and you work out regularly, or there's some other activity you're doing that could be wearing those down, or contributing to that, definitely get a checkup. But yeah, Pisces are prone to problems with your feet anyway. So keep an eye on that or get it checked out, because there's something you need to stop doing. For some of you in the physical sense. Others of you, like I said, I think it's just a redirect of your energy. Some of you may be like taking Twitter off your phone, or you're like, I'm not going to get on the social media anymore. Maybe you delete your Facebook account. And you almost immediately find that your days are brighter, maybe you're just like, I'm not going to check it during work time. I'm just, or I'm not going to check it on the weekends. I'm taking, you may find that your mood is lightened significantly just by this small thing. So, the essence of this in the upright is that this is somebody who is waiting for that next fight. Always waiting for somebody to come at you about something. And you're not with it in the reverse. It's like you're no longer in that position and you're feeling the positive effects of that. So yeah, again, it's a general reading, so it's going to work out different ways for different people, but that's the gist I'm getting here, Pisceans. And it looks to be a good change, a good decision. Your challenge or focus of the year, 5 of Wands, is to avoid conflicts or to avoid petty wastes of energy, right? Avoiding silly or pointless fights. It's like, why expend your energy? And for some of you, this could be at work. For others of you, it could be with family members or friends. For some of you, it could be all of those areas. But it's your challenge is to, I think, avoid arguments or disagreements. So you may be looking at Pisces, again, where you engage, what's worth your time, what's worth the effort. You're picking your battles more carefully, but it is coming up as your challenge to do that. However, I do think that whatever this changes many of you are implementing, you're going to see the positive results of that, and that's going to help you avoid this in the future. But yeah, it is almost like if you engage or say the wrong thing in 2020, there could be like, it could affect your job or your friendship or family relations here. An offer could be withdrawn or it could be that a boss is considering you for a promotion, but it's like if you say the wrong thing or engage in some sort of petty disagreement, even if it's online, because again, remember, employers especially are checking your social media presence, they're checking your accounts. So I mean, if they find that you're engaging in something like that online, then it could, they could feel like they don't want you to represent their company anymore. There could be, a loss, a financial loss, or a deal that's withdrawn, a promotion they decide to pass on because they don't like what's going on, what you're doing online. So yeah, it's definitely a year to be careful what you're saying online, Pisces. And just how you're, like who you're fighting with, who you're arguing with, who you are engaging with. You could also feel like people withdraw from you, like a group of people, either family members or coworkers. It could be like feeling like you've lost someone's friendship or someone's care. So there could be some changes when it comes to your nearest and dearest, like who you consider your closest friends and allies. There could be some changes going on with that. So yeah, definitely watch the astrology videos for 2020. You could find that is a theme, like who, the people that you could be, I don't know, just maybe you've known people so long, you're starting to get on each other's nerves. This can happen with friends groups. It certainly happens with family, of course, but also with coworkers. And it's just like, we used to be such a good team and now everybody's getting on everybody's nerves. Someone could also quit a job, like within your household, within your family, and maybe it's your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or one of your kids loses their job and they have to move back home. So a job loss or a money loss could affect someone in your family. Some sort of disappointment around money could affect people in your family, and thereby you, especially if you share, the bills or the cost of living and all that stuff. So yeah, just, this isn't too serious of a card though, with the Five of Wands. Just try to be a bit more diplomatic, I would think, Pisces, in your communication, both online and in person. Let's see what the help is going to be here for you in 2020. Got the Page of Wands in reverse. Here's what it looks like in the upright, our Page of Wands. So fire, again, I was saying you have a lot of fire sign energy here. Sag, Aries, or Leo. Person, could be. Doesn't have to be a person though with this. Let me see how this is coming through. This is a younger energy. It could be one of your kids for some of you. Or if it's an adult, it's someone who's very immature. It could be a younger sibling, a younger cousin, a niece, a nephew, somebody who you feel jumps into things without thinking. And it does seem like there is some sort of unexpected door this person's walking through or decision that they make. It's a help to you though. But there's something shocking about it with Hagalaz there. It could be this person is experiencing like consequences from their actions, and for some reason, though, it's a help to you. For some of you, maybe this is a child you were worried about on their own. Maybe they were in a relationship or they were in, living somewhere or made a decision you didn't agree with. And unexpectedly, this doesn't work out and that brings them home to you. This could be, again, causing more more disagreements or arguments around the home. But it's a help to you because you were worried about them and they come back. But if there's something positive around someone, it's like someone's impetuousness has inadvertently helped you by, bringing them back to you. putting them back in touch, causing them to get back in touch with you. This can also be an opportunity that unexpectedly is, it doesn't pan out or doesn't go anywhere. It could be something that's you're talking about with somebody, or somebody approaches you with or offers to you, and then it doesn't pan out. So again, kind of going back to this, where it was saying, you may lose out on an opportunity because you're disagreeing or hashing out maybe over a contract or the terms or something, negotiations. If it falls through, it's anything that falls through unexpectedly, or the rug's pulled out from under you when it comes to some sort of creative venture or project or opportunity, it's actually a good thing. It's a help to you. Because probably because of this other person's energy, it's very erratic, unreliable. It's not somebody you could work with. Or maybe they were kind of expecting you to do all the work. Maybe that was the problem with the negotiations in the first place. You were like, hey, it seems like in this contract I'm doing, most of the work. So yeah, it could be something like that. So I do feel like there's a lot of maybe unexpected opportunities coming in, but you really do have to trust your intuition and kind of do some investigative work on figuring out if it's going to be a good fit for you, Pisces. And you need to ask the questions, but do it in, just do it in a diplomatic way. If somebody gets defensive because you're asking questions that, they should expect to be asked, then, that's a red flag. This is not an opportunity to get involved with, or a person to get involved with. This could also be kind of a flaky, immature person if you're single that you get involved with, and it's like, they're unreliable, they cancel dates, they never show up where they say they're going to be. There could be like some unexpected, shocking stuff around this person. This could be like they're not who they say they are. Like if you meet online, they may be using someone else's picture. So again, investigate thoroughly all situations regarding work. People who say they're one person, if it's online, just be like, okay, well, send me a picture with this number written on, have some way, if you can't verify in person, that you got verification online. Because that's going to help you make your decision in either of those areas. What must be accepted? We've got the Knight of Swords. So again, this could be another person. This is air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So this has to do with writing, communication, like leaps forward in writing and communication. So if you're looking for work in communications, IT, writing, there's also a strong military connection with him. He's riding into battle. If you're looking for, if you're home, some of you could be going to a home that's a military base. You could be moving house. This could be your partner. Again, it is a general reading, so this is going to be a male for some of you, a female for others of you. So yeah, you could be relocating with this person. You could be, especially if you have an air sign rising, Pisces, you could be the one moving because you're moving to a military base. Many of you are doing this either to go to school, to go to college. It could be your son or daughter that they've joined the service to help pay for school or to get a good job or get training. And so they're going to be living perhaps in a new location quite far from you, or they could be moving back. Some of you, it could be like they're transferring to a base closer to you. Or you're going to be able to see them regularly. Because you have the element of home and the past and like the old neighborhood, your childhood home is there. So for those of you that it's your child, like that's joined the armed forces, it seems like they may end up either serving very close to you or, being transferred back closer to you.
at some point in 2020. Because I see you being able to see each other more, visit with each other more, communicate. Now for others of you, this could be, if you're a single Piscean, even if you have a rather lackluster experience with whoever this fire energy is up here, this could be someone new coming into your life that you are, I would say you may be meeting them through an older family member, or you're meeting them not far from your home. You could be meeting them online, for those of you that do like online dating, or you know, if you work online. It's a new influence though. So as you're watching this, I would say many of you do not know this person yet. This would be somebody you're meeting in 2020. And I see a lot of your conversations happening over text, over email, over chat. But they are a protective influence with Aeol, and a very positive influence in your life. And yeah, again, could be air sign energy. So if you're single and looking in 2020, Pisces, it does seem like you're maybe not going to have to venture very far to meet someone quite interesting. And they are who they say they are. The thing about this person is they're very intellectual. They're very honest. They do move quickly though. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. Again, he's riding into battle. And, you know, his horse is always the one moving, or usually depicted on in tarot decks as moving the fastest. He's always running usually. So yeah, he doesn't let any grass grow when he knows what he wants. He or she, again, because again, this could be female. Same with a job, especially if you want to start your own business, start a home business, work from home. There could be a situation where you are interviewing or doing like an online course that's going to enable you to complete and start this business, start working from home. And that could be like, this person could be your boss, or somebody that, you know, sends you the link, or that, you know, that you meet while working, because online work environments are, you know, naturally with the rise of the internet and everything tech, it's becoming the norm for a lot of people. The outcome of the year, we do have Gifu, which is the rune of partnership, marriage. It could be business partnership, it could be love. And I do feel like for many of you, this is a romantic partnership. It does seem like if it is a business partnership or collaboration on something, it's going to go very well. It's somebody that, you know, you're on the same page with. You communicate in the same way. You see things in a very similar way. So it's going to be easy to partner up with this person, because you have kind of the same vision, or you have the same values. You're just aligned. It's interesting though, the tarot card we have with this is the Three of Coins in reverse. Here's what it looks like in the upright. So this is encountering difficulties collaborating with a team or working with a team environment. But if it's just one other person, it's fine. But it's almost like if you add, you know, three, or a team, or, you know, what have you. So yeah, if you work on a team with like one other person, or if you're currently collaborating with one other person, or you work primarily with one other person, it does seem there may be more people added to the team, you know, and some you'll mix with and some you won't. This is a minor arcana card, so and it may be going back to this, you know, where you have to just kind of bite your tongue, or, you know, not type what you really want to say. Again, if you work from home or work in an online environment. Pisces, you may have to kind of let some things go. Again, choose your battles. But yeah, there could be difficulties or snafus when it comes to collaborating with others. Also, there may be something you have to let go, a source of income or something you have to let go. A whole area that you studied maybe, or are certified in, or have schooling in, that you have to let go just because you're too busy. Also, some of you may have to choose between like finishing a degree and a job or a relationship, because it's like you're like, I can't keep doing all of these things. I'm gonna have to let something go in order to make room for this relationship, or to give all of my attention to these other opportunities. So there's something you're transitioning out of, so because something else has replaced it. You got to drop one of the things that you're doing. And for some of you, that may not be a big deal. You may be thrilled to do that. But yeah, maybe the other members of the team, or the boss at the job you're having to drop is they're not going to be too happy about it. But that, too bad. Gotta do what you gotta do, Pisces. Let's see what your major arcana card is gonna be for the year. This will be the theme you're dealing with in 2020. Got the Justice card in reverse. And here's what it looks like in the upright. So yeah, you could be dealing with a Libra. This air sign energy could be a Libran, or the Libra time frame of 2020 could be significant pertaining to what we've been talking about here. So end of September into mid-October of 2020 could be when, you're truly seeing the fruits of this reading. But whenever I talk about a major arcana card for an entire year, chances are you're going to see both sides of this card, the reversed and the upright. So we're talking about fairness, we're talking about contracts, we're talking about legalities, right? You could encounter, because you pulled it in the reverse first, you could encounter some unfairness, or you may feel like you're being treated unfairly in some way, Pisces, in 2020. It's a common thing. I mean, everybody encounters that. Then your challenge becomes like, how can I make this more fair? Or how can I get into a situation where things are more fair? You may have to take some sort of legal action. This could be a lawyer. Also, this Knight of Swords could very well be a lawyer, somebody that you're consulting about how to rectify a problem or to get something taken care of. That needs to be corrected. Like, this was unfair. We need to make it fair. So balance is also going to be a theme. And again, we're kind of going back to this, like, you got to keep your work-life balance in check, maybe. You may have to put something off, or, finish your degree at a later date, or there's something you may have to put down, or something you studied that you thought you would be doing that you have to kind of put down for a while, or at least for 2020, because it's just too much. You've got to make room for other things, or you're going to be running ragged. You're going to never have enough energy to complete anything. It'll be a struggle just to get everything done. So, all in all, Pisces, it looks like a good year. I do see just some decisions you have to make about, is it worth it to say this? Again, choosing your battles and figuring out what needs to stay and what needs to go, what responsibilities you truly have time for, and where you want to direct your attention. So that's what I see for 2020, Pisces. I do want to wish you a happy holiday. Thank you so much for your years of support. I do so appreciate it. Have a lovely holiday season, a happy new year, and a wonderful 2020 and beyond.